Ulva is a distinctly spectacular place. It is a biodiversity hotspot where, with a trained eye, you can't go a few steps without seeing varied and wonderful wildlife. It is a small island in the Inner Hebrides of Scotland, off the west coast of Mull. Ulva, like many other Scottish islands, includes a rich variety of birds, including puffins, abundant and varied wildfowl, waders, seabirds, buzzards, and white-tailed eagles. Its mammals include mountain hare, red deer, rabbit, otter, and grey seal.
My name is Andrew Primrose. I'm a resident of the Isle of Gometra, and I'm also a director of the community-owned island of Ulva. And I've been living here about 5 years now, and we live in a very small, remote community. There's only four of us living on Gometra. There's only 8 on Ulva. So it's a very small community of humans, but a very large community of animals and the wildlife that surround us. So we live very much within a very diverse and rich habitat of numerous species of plant and animals.
Red deer mainly eat grass and dwarf shrubs like heather. Throughout most of Europe, the red deer is the largest land mammal. Due to the absence of their natural predators, they are found in abundant numbers. Red stags are large, powerful animals, regularly reaching 250 kilograms in weight, with antlers that represent formidable weaponry. And these are used to assert dominance among the stags prior to and during the mating season. The rut usually peaks in autumn. During the rut, the males roar frequently, the largest males roaring at a deeper note and for longer. A male can tell a rival's status from his body size and from his roar, informing him of his chances in a subsequent fight. A hind gives birth to a single calf after a gestation period of about 8 months. Staffa, along with its surrounding waters, is home to the Atlantic puffin. It is an uninhabited island near Ulva that is famous for its striking basalt rock formations, such as the steeped Colons and Fingal's Cave. Puffins lay 1 egg in burrows on rocky islands with short vegetation. The young bird then fattens on fish, supplied by both parents. The colourful outer part of the bill is shed after the breeding season, revealing a smaller and duller true bill beneath. They defend their nests from other puffins who enter their territory, and reuse their burrows in the following years. This young puffin is trespassing into someone's territory, only to be expelled. White-tailed eagles were heavily persecuted by humans for centuries. UK native eagles last bred in 1916, and the last individual was shot in 1918. Thankfully, a reintroduction programme began in 1975 and has been very successful. In much of northwest Scotland, the eagle now thrives on seashores, around lakes, and along river valleys. This, the largest native bird of prey, can span 240 centimetres from wingtip to wingtip and can glide at 50 kilometres an hour. They tend to catch fish if they can, but also take small to medium-sized birds and mammals. White-tailed eagles spend much of their day perched on trees or crags and may often not move for hours. Dave Sexton is the local RSPB officer and is thus responsible for monitoring the local white-tailed eagles.
We normally ring the chicks when they're about 6 or 7 weeks old, but we didn't discover this pair on Ulva until quite late on, so we weren't entirely sure when she had laid eggs and when the chicks had hatched. So by the time we went in to do the ringing, the climber, Justin Grant, climbed the tree, but it was already by then quite a big chick. It was well feathered and it was very mobile, and in fact he said it was the biggest chick he'd ever ringed in the nest. And it was a nerve-wracking experience because I was on the ground looking up and I could just see the wings of this eagle flapping while Justin tried to grab it and make sure it didn't fall out, really. That's the worry, that when they're about 7, 8 or 9 weeks old, they think they can fly, but they can't. And there's always that worry that one might fall. So thankfully, Justin managed to get hold of the eagle, calmed it down. He got lots of cuts and bites from the eagle, from its beak and from its talons, but eventually it calmed down. And Justin was able to put the ring on the leg and measure the wings and weigh the bird and everything. But it was a great relief when he finally came down the tree and everything was safe and sound.
The common buzzard, often mistaken for a juvenile golden eagle, is found in great numbers here. The buzzards hunt from places that allow them to glimpse a significant proportion of land to locate their prey. The females are usually larger than their male counterparts. This difference in size allows them to hunt a large variety of prey species. It is most often seen either soaring at varying heights or perched prominently on treetops, and alternatively well inside tree canopies. Being great opportunists, they adapt well to a varied diet of rabbits and other small mammals, and can often be seen walking over recently worked fields looking for worms and insects. It may spend more than half of its day inactively perched, hence it is described by locals as sluggish and not very bold. On the remote coasts of the Isle, grey seals can be seen resting on the rocks. They are frequent visitors here and spend more than 3/4 of the day diving in the cold sea for fish and squid. They are sociable only when they are resting on the shore. Occasionally, during the mating season in the autumn, they may be involved in fights and sustain deep scars on their necks. The mother seals spend 3 weeks ashore feeding their newborn pups with fatty milk, during which time the pups gain weight quickly, tripling their birth weight in just 20 days. After 3 weeks of suckling, a pup will spend another few weeks resting and growing its waterproof coat before following the adults into the water. Nature begins to take a turn as the sun prepares to set for the day. As the cold breeze blows through the land, everyone begins to calm down. The grass softens, and so does the wildlife. And as silence descends on the peninsula, humanity is reminded to slow down, to take care of other species, as each one is important. This is wild Ulva.